Sir
sir.
Anil, yes, sir. Anil, I gave you have one video, recorded video in your login. Okay.
Yes, sir. I've given access to.
Yes, yes, but I can able to view. I can't able to download because I am the viewer. Owner is you. So make me also owner, one of the owner. Otherwise, you please download that and try to send it to me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Because I want to keep all the things in Drive for future reference. So check
Okay,
that some rights will be there to download for me. So assign me as a one of the owner also.
okay, sir. I will.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. So what is meant by a factor? A variable or attribute which influence or is suspected of influencing the characteristics being investigated. So in this previous example, dosage are considered as a factor because that will affect some of the parameters. In the other example which I showed, the treatment is the one of the factor because before treatment, after treatment. Okay, and all input variables with affect the output of your system also called as a factors. Yes, here you have a control and uncontrollable variables also there. Factors are varied in terms of experiment. They can be controlled at fixed levels. They can be varied or set of levels of our interest we can do. And the two types, quantitative way, qualitative way, we can able to say how the range of setting to be measured or controlled, like a temperature, pressure, or can be analyzed in terms of quantitative, and qualitative in the sense like a discrete manner we can able to, like a type of supplier or a type of catalyst or type of raw material used. But these data are considered as an independent variable. So the dependent variable will be your output, like in terms of stress, strain, or young's modulus. Okay, that is what your dependent variable. Independent variable will be factors which affects the output and multiple level. Specified the value or setting of the factor being examined in the experiment. Again, I'm telling, please read these statements because if one word or MCQ kind of thing is there, something will be from this kind of statements only. Very, very important. The values of a factor are independent variable being examined in an experiment. If the factor is an attribute, each of its state is a level. Okay. For example, on and off in terms of thing, or in terms of other parameter, level one, high level or low level, we can able to say. Okay. Or sometimes we can able to say the ranges also, like a 1000 to 1200 in the sense 1000 degree, 1100 degree, 1200 degree, 1300, like that multiple levels we can able to set. So these are all the values or levels we can able to divide. And if you want to test all these levels in the experiment, remember we have to do with the randomized order instead of going with the fixed order. Okay, standard order we should not do. We have to do with the randomized order only. And in terms of treatment, we have like a multiple treatment. For example, keeping one temperature level constant and changing the pressure value, or keeping the pressure value constant and changing the temperature value, and see how that is affecting your system or output. So that is also considered the treatment. Okay. And the run or trial is considered a combination of factor levels whose effect on the output is interest. Okay, mainly how you are combining multiple factor levels and running how many runs you are going to run. So all this will comes under when you are having having multiple factors with multiple levels, and you want to run all the things like before, after, or during the experiment, like that. So all this treatment or run will come. Experimental unit, response, effect, all is the simple words. Like experimental unit in the sense what kind of expectation you are having, what kind of output value you are having, whether in terms of count or in terms of values. Okay, and whether you want to expect in terms of number of quality product being manufactured, or number of product having defects, like a count, number of, or percentage. Everything will be your responses are using percentage or Newton per meter squared or centimeter or millimeter. You can able to give some unit for that. Okay. And error, this error mainly will come because when first of all we are setting our confidence level, it's of 99 or 95 percentage or 90 percentage. That variation due to your uncontrollable variable, that variation also we can able to find out from the experiment, like what is the percentage of error, and we have to do the plotting, lots of graphical representation we have to do, and we have to identify what is the percentage of error. For simple example, if you have a linear regression equation, if you make some like a data plot in xy plot, if you have lots of dots in the sense measurements reading based on x and y, you are making lots of variations and adding. Then commonly, if you are drawing some line to say that the data is varying with this trend, you will be getting some linear regression equation, right? With that equation, you will be getting some error percentage or accuracy level. Either that value is 90 percentage or 95 percentage or 85 percentage or 70 percentage. So that variation also very, very important in terms of analyzing the results, what we are getting is right or wrong, or how good those results. Okay. Some graph I want to show. Okay, I'll show later. So just terminologies recollect. And another topic which is comes under our unit number 1 is syllabus is selection of quality characteristics for industrial experiment. In general, it is given like a selection of quality characteristics for any experiment. Okay. So these are all the basic assumptions or concepts we have to remember. Or whenever we are going or doing some experiment, are we doing this kind of consideration or not? Like that, just concept wise, they are briefing. So the selection of an appropriate quality characteristics is vital for successful completion of any industrial experiment. Yes. To identify a good quality of experiment, like quality characteristics, it is suggested to start with the engineering or economic goal. So what is our primary objective? Whether focus is reducing the cost or we want to obtain the quality product. Okay, so that is what. Then only we can able to choose the what are all the characters we are going to consider for any experiment. If our cost is we don't have much investment for doing this kind of analysis, people won't be going with multiple like a factorial designs or other ANOVA technique and that. Directly they will be going like a guessing method, like a trial and error method. They do the combination because they want to reduce the cost. So first we have to identify, that is also comes under your feasibility study. So trial and error are proper statistical methods we are going to do. It's all about what is the cost involved or whether we need output in engineering aspect. Okay. And once we have having determined this goal, identify the fundamental mechanism and the physical laws affecting this goal. So what factors is affecting our final goal? For example, if we want our target is to reduce the cost, in the sense we have to analyze in the engineering sense or mechanical sense or physical physics manner that why this cost is getting increased, whether our manufacturing process or force what we are applying is going too much. Due to that, power consumptions are more, which increases the cost of the manufacturing or production. Like that, step by step, you have to analyze by applying some mechanisms, basic mechanism, fundamental mechanisms, or physical laws are applied. Okay. Or in general, we can able to calculate like this many number of components can be manufactured from this particular production shop in a particular day or in hour, 1 hour. So that calculation mathematically, that is what here they are telling like a physical laws or fundamental mechanism. We can able to calculate, okay, this machine is going to run with this speed, with this cutting speed or depth of cut. This many number of components, for example, 30 number of components can be machined from this machine. We can able to calculate. But if it is not achieved, so we have to analyze, okay, as per mathematical model or mathematical calculation or applied method, we are telling like a 30 is the expected outcome, but we are getting only 10 or 20. In the sense, what's wrong? Because that 30 is our target, but we are achieving only 20. In the sense, somewhere we are losing some money, right? Economically we are losing our side. How? In the sense, for 30 product, the machine is running for 1 hour, but we made only 20. In this sense, something is lost. Similarly, we can't able to deliver the expected output to the customer because after end of the day, 1 hour each, 1 hour, 10 products are lagging. 8 hour shift in the sense, 80 product will be less. So you can't send all the, you will be sending to the customer 80 product less only. So again, it will be burden for you. Okay. So these things also you have to consider. The quality characteristics is to increase the understanding of these mechanism physical law. Where is the lacuna? Where we have done some mistakes, we can able to analyze. So for that, first we have to understand the system clearly. And steps they are giving, try to use quality characteristics that are easy to measure. So you can't provide complicated things to measure. If you are providing complicated things to measure, what will happen? It is difficult for you to measure because you don't have the facilities to measure. Otherwise, you have to buy something to measure. Then investment will be more, the cost of the product will go up. So it should be easy to measure. Then only we can able to measure easily and we can able to analyze. Okay. And if we are thinking like a very big system, if we want to analyze the system, whole big systems, the performance, again, it is very difficult. There won't be any single tool to measure a big system. What you have to do, individually you have to make that whole system, you have to make it as a subsystem. Each subsystem you have to measure some data, and all together only you can able to analyze the performance of the whole system. Okay, that is also one of the criteria for selecting characteristics. Quality characteristics should, as far as possible, to be continuous variable. It should not be any discrete variables. Use quality characteristics which can be measured preciously, accurately, and with stability. Okay, this is very, very important. The data what we are going to measure should be measured preciously with some tools. In the sense, the calibration of that particular tool or uncertainty of that particular tool which is being used to measure also very, very important. Okay. For complex process, it is best to select quality characteristics at the subsystem level and perform experiment at this level prior to attempting the overall process optimization. Okay. If you are going with the chemical industries, chemical processing industry, directly you should not go with the output. Okay, there is a output like at the end there is a chemical composition will be some paint or chemical is coming means what is the final property of the paint what I have made. If you are testing that at the final end, it is not at all good idea. What you have to do each step, each level, for example, it may be created like liquid, or you are adding some additives in that, or you are adding some pigment. Each level you have to do system level. That is what system level. Each subsystem level, you have to analyze the characteristics and perform the test so that the performance optimization of the overall process implemented. Then only we can enhance our process parameters or we can get the quality output. Okay. Quality characteristics should cover all dimensions of the ideal functions or the input and output relationship. It should cover every parameter. For example, here there is an example given. Consider a certain painting process which results in various problems such as these are all the problems they are getting from the painting process, like orange peel, poor appearance and voids. Maybe some gaps are there. So often experimenters measure these characteristics as data and try to optimize the quality of characteristics. They will measure this orange peel or poor appearances or void. So if you are as an experimenter, if you are analyzing these data, at the end, what you will be able to get, you can't able to get or optimize the painting process. What you have to do? What is the reason for orange peel? What is the reason for the poor appearances? What is the reason for the voids or any other problem is there in painting process? You have to identify the core problem first. There, if you are rectifying and doing the optimization, then ultimately overall painting process will be optimized. Here, it is not the function of the coating process to produce an orange peel. The problem could be due to excess variability of the coating process due to noise factors such as variability in the viscosity or ambient temperature. Okay, due to variability in the viscosity or ambient temperature, the orange peel process, problem might arise in the painting process. So we have to identify that which process in that painting process creating the issues, or what are the noise factors. Then we have to fix that first. Then only we can able to optimize the overall process parameters or all the process. We should make every effort to gather data that relate to the engineering function itself and not to the symptom of variability. Okay. One fairly good characteristic to measure for the coating process is the coating thickness. Yes. Instead of going with orange peel, poor appearances, whites, generally in painting process, what is the coating thickness? People used to measure coating thickness only. The coating thickness measurement may be there in all the labs available. So using microscope or some other methods, we can able to identify the coating thickness. This will help like what are the if coating thickness is not uniform throughout the surface, where is the problem? Whether due to the variability, not by due to the paint, it's due to the these factors, noise factors, like a viscosity level of that particular paint, or in which environment we are using painting that, or temperature what we are using, in which controlled environment or not we are doing the painting process. It's very very important. Then sometimes what we may use some gun to do the spray painting, right? So nozzle diameter of the nozzle. Okay, what is the force is coming? Which in what force the spray is coming out of the gun? Okay, all these parameters are very very important to. It will influence the quality of the painting in the painting process. So if we identify those data and get that data and analyze whether is there any variation in that as per instead of target value, then only we can able to optimize. So here, coating thickness. It is important to understand that excess variability of the coating thickness from its target value. This could lead to problems such as orange peel or yes, if excess coating thickness instead of 2 millimeter of thickness, if it is going somewhere it's a 3 millimeter, somewhere it's 4 millimeter, then 2 millimeter. The peak and value will be the peak, not peak and value, ups and downs will be there in the sense if both some surfaces are mating together due to this irregularity, what will happen? The thickness with a high level like a 3 millimeter or 3 mm or 4 mm will contact the surface. 2 mm, the original one will be at the bottom, inside only. Then, due to that, mating friction will happen. Then the peeling may have occur. Okay. So, so what is the prime? Coating thickness will be the prime. Instead, don't think about orange peel or whites. Think about the coating thickness. So, identifying the problem. That is what problem identification is very very important. In that, in this painting process, quality of painting depends on coating thickness. How much coating thickness we are making. For that, maybe the viscosity or temperature or spraying speed or what kind of gun, what type of gun we are using will influence. Okay, but primary data is coating thickness. So we have to identify. The sound engineering strategy is to design and analyze an experiment so that best process parameter settings can be determined in order to yield a minimum variability. So always in this course, from the beginning, I'm telling we should be able to get all variability very very minimal. Okay, minimum variability of coating thickness around the specified target thickness. If we are achieving minimal variability, then our what experiment we are doing is good. Okay. Then another example they are giving in terms of service organization, the selection of quality characteristics is not very straightforward due to the human behavior, behavioral characteristics present in the delivery of the service. Okay, so in the banking sector, number of processing errors, what he is doing. For example, if you go to the banking sector, the clerk or something, someone or manager, if you name it, or attenders who is there, how many number of processing error they are doing. That is the parameter we have to measure. That only will be giving what would be the main objective of this sector, service banking sector, satisfy the customer. So if the customer is not satisfied in the sense, what is the reason? What would be the reason? Again, you have to go that bank is not good. We can't say bank is not good. We have to go whether the employee is in that, whether he is doing lots of error or mistakes. Similarly, like a number of processing errors, what he is doing. the processing time for certain transaction. Instead of for transaction like sending money from one account to another account, if I am telling in terms of bank or even in mobile banking, if you consider one bank to another bank, if you are transferring some money, it takes lots of time. What are the parameters involved? Whether the software involved in transaction is not good, or security is not good, or bandwidth of your internet is not good, that one, or the timing. If you go to the real bank, processing time for each transaction, how much is taking. Then transaction, the waiting time to open a bank account. Nowadays, people are working instead of visiting bank, directly through phone, telemode, you can able to open the bank account. All due to by doing some kind of analysis, like a background, they used to analyze some data, like customer feedback they used to get. So many customers used to say that I went to this particular XYZ bank and they took lots of time and even to create a bank account, or they may say that they are asking lots of documents like they will name like Aadhaar card or PAN card or address proof, this one, that one. So all will cumbersome the process and delay the total time to create account. So this feedback from the customers will be collected by some companies who is involved in statistical thing, or the bank itself will collect the data from the feedback from the customers, and they try to implement some technique like analysis technique like DOE technique they implement, and they could be able to improve. So this is also one of the example. Again, if you go with the healthcare service industry, you have lot of thing like a proportion or fraction of medication errors, or proportion of cases with inadequate diagnosis, or waiting time to get the treatment, or waiting time to be admitted to an AE department, or the number of malpractice clients. So many example you can able to consider. So where we are discussing quality characteristics, it's very important that what all the parameters we are selecting for analysis, whether the problem of whether we identify the root cause, from where that only we have to analyze, and instead of analyzing the full system as a whole, divide that system into subsystems. Subsystem level, we have to analyze. Then all together, if we put, then only we can able to optimize as a whole system. So that is what another thing I want to say. So understanding key interaction. I think what is the time? Okay, we stop here. Right. So that day I told you guys, I think I remember you don't have another class next, right? Just a couple of minutes I want to take. If you have any class next, please let me know. Shall we go another 5 minutes? Anyone? Yes or no? 5 minutes just. I won't take much of your time.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So anyone can say any journal name in your major, like aerospace, civil, or nanotechnology, any journal name, and how to identify whether the journal is good or bad. Just I want to show you some demo. Why I want to show this demo? It has a purpose. The purpose is, if I am giving some assignment, I may give some assignment. In that assignment, I may ask, take some journal. In the journal, analyze, read the journal and read that article. In that particular article, what kind of DOE method explained. You individually, each student should download individual paper and which is related to your field, and analyze, see what kind of design of experiment techniques used in that. You have to brief, or you have to recreate those data with the number using some SPSS software or Minitab and later stage. That's why I'm telling you that paper which you want to download should be in good journal. That's why I'm asking which journal and how to know that the particular journal is good or bad. So any journal name?
Sir, regarding the journal, I'm not sure, but I have read some papers on the site known Hindawi or Science Direct, and
Science
they can
Direct is
also.
Science Direct elsewhere or comes under publishers. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Science Direct or IOP, all are Springer, Nature, or Willy Publisher, all publisher. So you have to be very, very clear. It has also weightage. Willy Publisher or Science Direct or elsewhere are like a well recognized publisher. Why? In the sense, here also we have local, in Tambaram we have publisher, so many publishers. Okay, so that is not recognized by the many researchers around the world. So publisher also very, very important. Good. Second one, journal name. Okay, maybe Sage is another publisher. Any journal, you guys? Okay, let me show some journal. I'm taking one journal, like I'm checking journal name is Ergonomics. I'm checking any one journal. Okay, Ergonomics journal itself I'm checking. So this is the Ergonomics journal homepage. So here see the publisher. Taylor and Francis is the publisher. Similar like what you said, like Elsewhere or Springer or Willy publication. This is the one of the publisher. So if you want to know whether this journal is good or bad, maybe aim of the journal publication is maybe found here. What all the nature of work it is, but journal metrics you can able to see. So here in terms of journal metrics, you can able to see what is the impact factor for that particular journal. Impact factor won't be given for other Scopus only journal. Impact factor will be only given for the Science Citation Index journal alone. So here they have given impact factor 2.778. SNP score also they given. If the journalist comes under impact factor, that's it. No need to go for SNP or Scopus. Scopus is the basic level. If the journalist cited comes under Scopus database, then somewhat that journal is readable or understandable by recognized by the many people. If it is comes under the SCI, Science Citation Index database, in the sense it's more good. Okay, so that what minimum the journal should be Scopus. Maximum if you are having SCI or SCI is fine. If the journal, any one particular journal, not at all coming under any of this list, better don't read those kind of papers. Okay, this is one, and this journalist comes under elsewhere publisher. Okay. Mhm. Okay, so in this elsewhere publishing, impact factor I can't able to find here. But see, abstracting is there. Abstracting or indexing of this particular journal, the applied ergonomics journal name. Abstracting. If you go abstracting or indexing, it will give abstracting indexing in which category this journal is considered. First one itself, it is coming Science Citation Index, SCI, Index to Journal in the sense in that database, this particular journal is there. If one particular journal should go under this database in the sense it should be maintained in good standard. Many people used to read the papers published in this journal, then only the journal weightage will go up. So in that sense, it already achieved this and constantly they are achieving that. That's why it is there in this list. And also it is also on comes under Scopus. If here there is no science citation index, if at least Scopus is there, then you can read those some papers in that particular journal and understand. Whenever you are doing some projects for you, you refer papers from quality journal. Then only what are all the experimental method they have used for their paper, or what are all the data, and they analyze the data using some technique will be peer reviewed by someone else. Okay, if some journal is not comes under either SCI scope as the minimum, it is not reviewed by someone. In the sense, what all the things they have given may be right, they think, but in real situation it may be wrong. Okay, there is a possibility of mistakes in their calculation or analysis procedure and all. Okay, peer review process in the sense, if I am submitting a paper to this particular journal, 2 or 3% review my paper without knowing me, or even they don't know me, or I don't know who is reviewing. They analyze and say they will write some questions to improve my paper or to correct the paper. If I have done some mistake in my analysis, they will be correcting, or they will be asking question. Why you have selected this technique for analyzing, like ANOVA technique or factorial technique? Why you selected? Because for your data you may use the dependent t-test itself. Why you selected unnecessary? Like that they ask question. I have to justify that. If I could be able to justify, fine. If not, I have to go with the two factorial design, which is explained by the requested from the reviewer, and he will say, okay, now it is accepted. Then they will publish. So the peer review process needs to be done for any journal. That those kind of journals should be comes under SCI or SCIE or Scopus related thing. In that, if you are referring for your major projects, better. Don't go with the local publisher, local journal. If you follow that, at the end, you don't know what are the methods. It's not a proved method. Question mark. You have to prove again and again. So carefully do that. Okay. This is what I want to say. Okay, attendance. Registration number 8,
Present, sir.
10,
Present, sir.
13,
Present, sir.
14, 14, 24, Abhilash. Registration number 24.
Present, sir.
Okay. 28 is there.
Present, sir.
30, 32,
Present, sir.
33,
Yes, sir.
34,
Present, sir.
37,
Sir, present, sir.
38,
Yes, sir.
53,
Present, sir.
number 2, aerospace department.
Present, sir.
4,
Present, sir.
9, registration number 9. Okay, fine. 10, registration number 10.
Sir, present, sir. Sir, previously I gave attendance for the other batch by mistake, sir. Sorry.
Okay, fine. Save for what? 10. Okay, Lokesh. Location is there. Fine, fine. Then 19, Anil.
Present, sir.
20,
Present, sir.
21,
Present, sir.
33,
Present, sir.
40,
Yes, sir.
49. Registration number 49. 69.
Present, sir.
Biotech 3. 367. Biotechnology. Bio or nanotechnology. Akash. Registration number 3.
Present, sir.
Akash.
Present, sir.
Okay, 6
Present, sir.
and 7.
Present, sir.
I think aerospace department 69 is there.
Sir, 69 present, sir.
Okay. And absent, I think 14. Shivam. Mr. Shivam.
Yes, sir, present.
Okay. I think all present then. Okay. You can leave. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Sir,
Yes, please.
so I have one doubt, sir.
Yes.
So I am still not clear about difference between a research paper and a journal, sir.
Yeah. So journal, like first, like you understand the difference of publishers, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, publisher, it doesn't matter now. Leave that. Publisher, it's like a business. Leave that business. Now, journal only. If you are thinking like a research paper or journal, both are same. Okay. In terms of journal, you have two things. One is scholarly journal or trade journal. Okay. Trade journal in the sense business people used to publish. Like they will be analyzing some trend and they used to like say that this is the trend and it will be increasing. Like only thinking about trade alone. Okay, trade journal. But as an engineering background or science people who are all there, they used to publish in scholarly journal. Okay, scholarly journal in the sense it should be reviewed by someone. Okay, that is what scholarly journal. But trade journal not necessary to be reviewed by someone. Okay. So what all the paper we are submitting will go to the scholarly journal. That is what you are telling research paper. Okay. The scholarly journal, some journal maybe need maybe do two reviews or some journal will do three reviews in the sense you will be submitting a paper in that you have a blind, double blind or single blind. Single blind in the sense your name will be visible to the reviewer. Okay, who is submitting the paper? Who is he? Okay, Mr. Jain submitted the paper. They will be knowing. For example, you are submitting a paper. I am the reviewer. I know that, but the paper coming to me like that, you don't know. Okay, the reviewer's name won't be visible for the person who is submitting the paper. This is single. But double blind in the sense, both people not able to see who is he. Okay, similar like what our like a paper correction is there in our SR and COE office. What we are paper correction, you don't know who is correcting your paper. Even the person who is correcting the paper don't know which paper belongs to here. Similarly, in research paper also, journal will be double blind. Most of the quality journal will be doing the double blind process. Once you are submitting, journal will send to two reviewers. They analyze the paper and they read the paper, and if they are satisfied the paper what you have written and what all the technique you are explaining or what all the objective, what all the outcome you are explaining, whether it is right as per the trend or as per the journal requirement or which is correct in terms of scientific principles or physics principle, then they will accept. Otherwise, they will ask you to correct the paper or they will ask some questions. Then you correct. If you can't able to correct or your answers not satisfying the reviewer, directly they will reject. Okay. If it is they are accepting that, then it will be publishing under. So in that sense, journal will review the paper and publish. Accepted paper will publish. Okay. Okay, sir. I send the paper, someone reviewed, accepted, published, fine. If nobody reading that paper or nobody referring the paper which journal which is published your paper, in the sense there is no meaning for that person to run the journal. Okay, similar like a book. Someone read the book. Many people needs to read the book. Then only the writer will get benefit or publisher will get benefit. Similarly, your article published in one particular journal means that journal should be read by many people and what all the paper published in that particular journal needs to be referred by many people in their article also. So I have referred this paper in this particular journal. With this, only I understand this concept. Like that, if you are explaining the sense, that is what reference what you are giving in the journal background, right? So if your article, if the particular journal is referred by many people in the sense, there will be a ranking or weightage will be given for that one. That weightage is called the impact factor. So how many people referring the papers which is published under the journal is called impact factor. Like average value they will calculate. If impact factor is high and that impact factor is maintained for many years, improvement. Instead of one year many people referred, again down, then nobody referred means no. So continuously that particular journal is doing the review process standard or quality paper only they are publishing in the sense they will put that one under the like some database. like a social science index or science citation index or Scopus, like that they will put. Then what all the paper, then only people think like, okay, my paper is published in good journal. Otherwise, nobody going to read. Okay, you are not submitting some paper in good journal, nobody going to read that. As I saw displayed today is ergonomic journal. That journal is referred or read by every people who is working in the sense of human factors or ergonomics or biomechanics. Every day they used to go. If they are not maintaining the quality, nobody going to read that paper. Okay, so they are maintaining. That's why that paper comes under Science Citation Index. So if you are referring something from that published journals, use then what all the technique explained in the paper will be right. If not, maybe they might have explained something wrong. It will go. So what are the maybe some they are telling like for calculating the estimate, you have to apply this particular load only in non-quality journal. You are applying some load on that machine. The machine will get failure. But the same paper, if we submit to that particular quality journal, they will say for this load, definitely this system will failure. How come these authors have done this experiment? So I am rejecting this paper like that. They reject. So only quality papers only there in that. So that is what you are telling like a scientific journal. Okay. So whenever you are reading some paper, first select quality journal, see the journal's index, whether it is SCI or ACIE or
So
Scopus,
generally,
then start.
how
Yeah.
so whenever we are looking for the papers, we type the some keywords, and some papers are shown irrespective. We don't know what journal are they were being published and all that.
Yes,
So we
that's
just
what.
go with the keyword we have typed and start reading the papers and the links that are coming up.
No, no, no. So
So
if you are doing
yeah,
keyword, if you are searching some keyword, okay, you are searching some keyword, you will Google will give you lots of data. Good. So based on the keywords, the title you can able to see. For example, analysis of some engine performance, something like that. Your keyword will be engine performance of diesel engine, like that. In the sense, you get thousands of results, millions of results. But first, generally, what you guys used to do, even everybody, first page, second page only. We won't go behind. So in that first page, you are reading one link will be there, like a engine performance analysis. You click that. First, what you have to see is check the title and which journal under which journal the paper is published. Then copy the journal name. That journal homepage you go. Inside the journal homepage, you check what is the abstract and indexing for that particular journal. Whether it's
so sir, when we look for, we type the keyword and for the link, so paper will appear. So we have to go for a journal in which that paper is published.
yes,
So, so first when I search, I have to look for a journal's name.
yes.
So do I need to know the journal's name, or should I directly type the
Oh,
suppose
for
the engine
example, in our
performance name?
no, no, no. Simple idea in the sense what the research people used to do in the sense why you are doing research. First of all, why you are want to do the research in the sense you are analyzing some problem. For that, first you should know that what has happened already in that particular field, right? So those kind of paper will be published in selected journals only, not in all the journal they will be publishing. For example, in our field, like as I said, ergonomics in the sense, I have a journal called Industrial Ergonomics, Applied Ergonomics, and Human Factors and Ergonomics, like that. 5 or 6 journals only there. So what I used to do is I have a link of all 6 journals web page with me. Always I have the website. Always I every day or frequently I used to check the journal what paper newly published. So similarly, if you are doing some projects in the sense with the keywords, first related to the keyword, find out the journals first, not the paper. Find out the journals which is publishing related work which you want to do. In the journal, go to the journal website where you can have the option to search using keywords. Then you can get some number of papers. It will solve the purpose. Don't search directly in Google. It will give lots of data. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes. I was facing the same problem, sir, because I typed the keyword and most of the
No.
papers were irrelevant for my research that I'm
Yes,
doing.
don't do that. Find out at least limit yourself. Initial period, limit yourself 5 or 6 journals. Go to the journal website and search. In journal website, you have the option to search. There you are searching with like some specific keyword. It will show you some limited results only. So it is easy for you to identify. Okay, this is the paper I'm looking. Otherwise, it's very difficult.
Yes.
Otherwise, you ask your guide like 1 or 2 papers from the quality journal if he is giving, or if you find any one paper from quality journal, go to the reference of that particular paper. It may be giving lots of references. Go in that references, we can able to find lots of journal name. That is also another way.
So what my guide told me was he told me the publisher's name instead of a journal. So I
Publisher.
was like, yeah. So on the science director, on that I was searching at different papers using the keyword, and that's
Yeah.
what where I was stuck.
No, publisher is a Science Direct or Springer elsewhere is established one. So what are all the journal you are going to look at the end will come in either anyone, either
Those
Springer
publishers.
or
Yes, sir.
elsewhere. Fine. But literature survey, when people used to do literature survey, any researcher used to do literature survey, instead of typing in Google, they will go to either Science Direct or they go to elsewhere and type the keyword. So what all the journal comes under elsewhere publisher, that results only will be available instead of Google. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's why your guide may be told you like go to the publisher and search. Because
Yeah.
elsewhere won't publish any low quality journals in their
Yes, sir.
publishing.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's why he might have told.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay,
identify.
sir.
You can list out a few selected. You can select some journals and do your research work.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, man. Take care. Bye. Hello, Lokesh. Are you there?